Hold her down! Elder Funmi's voice cut through the morning air like a blade. Amara screamed as rough hands pinned her arms. Her beautiful black hair, the only hair in the entire village of Kogbedu, spilled across the dusty ground. The metal razor gleamed in Elder Funmi's wrinkled hand. "Please, it's mine! It's part of me!" Amara begged, tears streaming down her face. The whole village surrounded them. Men, women, children, all completely bald, their smooth heads shining in the sun. They watched in silence as Elder Funmi brought the razor closer. "In Kogbedu," the elder hissed, "we are all the same. Your difference brings shame to us all." The razor touched Amara's scalp. 3 months earlier, Amara had been happy. She lived with her mother, Yetunde, in a small mud house at the edge of Kogbedu village. Every morning, her mother would braid her thick, long hair while singing old songs. Amara's hair reached down to her waist, black as midnight, soft as silk. "Mama, why doesn't anyone else have hair?" Amara asked one morning. Her mother's hands stopped moving. She was quiet for a long time. "It is our curse," Yetunde finally said. "Long ago, before you were born, a great drought came. The village was dying. Our chief made a deal with the river spirit. Water for the village, but we would all become bald as payment. The spirit took our hair but gave us life." "But why do I have hair?" Yetunde smiled sadly. "You were born during the full moon, when the spirit was sleeping. You are blessed, my daughter. Never forget that." But blessing felt more like a curse. At the village square, the other children would point and whisper. The women would touch Amara's hair when she walked past, their faces twisted with something between wonder and anger. "Cover it," they would say. "Hide it away." So Amara wore a large headscarf everywhere. She kept her hair hidden, tucked away from jealous eyes. Everything changed the day of the harvest festival. The whole village gathered to celebrate the rains. There was dancing, drumming, and food. Amara wore her biggest scarf, but the heat was terrible. Sweat poured down her face. "Take it off," her best friend Kemi whispered. "Just for a moment. No one will see." Kemi had been her only friend since childhood. They did everything together. Amara trusted her completely. "I don't know." "Please, I want to see it again. It's so beautiful." Amara looked around. Everyone was busy dancing and eating. She slowly unwrapped the scarf. Her hair tumbled free, catching the golden sunlight. It seemed to glow. Kemi's eyes went wide. But there was something strange in her face. Not happiness. Something else. "It really is beautiful," Kemi whispered. Then she smiled. "Wait here. I'll get us some food." Kemi disappeared into the crowd. Amara sat under a baobab tree, feeling the breeze in her hair for the first time in months. It felt like freedom. She closed her eyes. Suddenly, the drumming stopped. Amara opened her eyes. The entire village was staring at her. Elder Funmi stood at the front, her face dark with rage. Beside her stood Kemi, pointing directly at Amara. "There!" Kemi shouted. "I told you she refuses to cover it. She thinks she's better than all of us." Amara's heart dropped into her stomach. "Kemi, what are you doing?" "You made me look ugly," Kemi screamed. "Every boy in the village looks at you, not me. Every mother wishes their daughter had your hair. You've stolen everything from me." But we're friends." "We were never friends. I was just waiting for the right moment." Elder Funmi stepped forward. "Amara, you have broken our most sacred rule. You have flaunted your difference, showing disrespect to the river spirit and to all of us." "No, I just took off my scarf for one moment." "Silence!" The elder's voice boomed across the square. "The council has decided. Tomorrow at dawn, we will shave your head. You will become like the rest of us. This is our law." Amara ran. She pushed through the crowd and ran all the way home, tears blinding her eyes. Her mother was waiting at the door. She had heard everything. "Mama, what do I do?" Yetunde held her daughter tight. "There is only one way. Tonight you must go to the river. Speak to the spirit yourself. Only it can help you now." "But the spirit is the reason everyone is bald." The spirit gave us life when we were dying. Perhaps it will listen to you. You are special, Amara. You were born under the full moon. The spirit's magic doesn't touch you the same way. Go, before they come for you." That night, Amara walked through the dark forest to the river. The full moon hung overhead, painting everything silver. The water looked black and endless. "Hello?" Amara called out. Her voice sounded small and scared. The water began to glow. A figure rose from the depths. A woman made of water and moonlight with flowing hair that moved like a waterfall. "Child of the moon," the spirit's voice echoed everywhere and nowhere. "Why do you disturb my rest?" Amara fell to her knees. "Please, great spirit, my village wants to take my hair. They say I'm different, that I break the rules, but this is who I am. Can you help me?" The spirit floated closer. Her eyes were ancient and sad. "I gave your village a choice long ago, life without hair or death with pride. They chose life, but you were not part of that choice. You belong to the moon, not to me." "What does that mean?" "It means your hair is your power. It is your truth, but power always comes with a price." The spirit reached out and touched Amara's hair. It began to glow with silver light. "Tomorrow they will try to cut your hair. Let them try. You will see what you truly are." "I don't understand." But the spirit was already sinking back into the water. "Trust yourself, daughter of the moon. Your difference is not a curse. It is a gift they fear. Show them why." The water went dark. Amara was alone. She walked home slowly, her hair still glowing faintly in the moonlight. She didn't sleep that night. She just sat by the window waiting for dawn. When the sun rose, they came for her. Elder Funmi led a group of 20 people. Kemi was there too, smiling cruelly. They dragged Amara from her house to the village square. Her mother cried but couldn't stop them. That's when the shaving began. "Hold her down!" Elder Funmi commanded. They forced Amara to the ground. The elder raised her razor, bringing it down toward Amara's hair. The moment the blade touched her hair, everything exploded with light. A wave of silver energy burst from Amara's head, throwing everyone backward. People screamed. The razor melted in Elder Funmi's hand. Amara stood up. Her hair was floating around her head now, glowing bright as the full moon. Power flowed through her body like lightning. "You wanted to cut what makes me different," Amara said. Her voice was strong now, not scared anymore. "But my difference is my strength. The river spirit told me I am a child of the moon. I was born free from your curse." Elder Funmi scrambled backward. "Impossible! You're just a girl." "I'm not just anything. I am Amara, and I will not hide anymore." Kemi tried to run, but Amara turned to face her. "You betrayed me because you were jealous. You wanted to hurt me because you thought it would make you feel better. Did it?" Kemi started crying. I'm sorry. I just wanted..." "You wanted what you thought I had. But you never asked what it cost me. Living in fear, hiding who I am, being alone because everyone hated my difference." Amara's voice softened. "I forgive you, Kemi. But we can never be friends again. Trust, once broken, cannot be fixed with words." The crowd was silent. Some people looked ashamed, others looked afraid. Amara turned to face everyone. "I will leave this village. I will find a place where being different isn't a crime. But before I go, I want you to remember this. The spirit gave you a choice between death and life. You chose to give up part of yourselves to survive. That was brave, but you should never force others to make the same sacrifice." She looked at her mother. Yetunde was crying but nodding with pride. "Mama, come with me." Three years passed. In a city far from Kogbedu, Amara opened a small shop. She made beautiful head wraps and braided hair for customers. People came from everywhere to see the girl with the magical hair that seemed to glow in certain lights. She was happy now, truly happy. She had friends who loved her for who she was. She never hid her hair again. One day, a familiar face appeared at her shop door. Kemi. She was thinner now, her bald head covered in dust from traveling. Her eyes were red from crying. Amara, please, I've been looking for you for months. Amara stayed calm. Why? The village is dying. The rains haven't come for 2 years. The river has dried up. Elder Funmi says it's because you left, that the moon spirit is angry. I came to beg you to return, to save us. Amara was quiet for a long moment. The river isn't dry because I left, she finally said. It's dry because your village learned nothing. You still think being the same is more important than accepting difference. Nature doesn't reward that kind of thinking. Please, Kemi sobbed. People are suffering. Children are hungry. I will help. Not because your village deserves it, but because innocent people shouldn't suffer for the mistakes of stubborn elders. Amara took a jar from her shelf. Inside was water that glowed silver. This is from the river spirit, the real spirit, not the one your elders made deals with. Take it back. Pour it into your wells. The rains will come. Kemi took the jar with shaking hands. Why are you helping us, after everything we did to you? Amara smiled sadly. Because I learned something you all need to learn. Being different doesn't mean being better, and being hurt doesn't mean you have to hurt others back. That's what real strength is. Kemi left, carrying the jar carefully. Amara never saw her again, but she heard stories later that the rains returned to Kogbedu, that the village survived, that Elder Funmi finally stepped down and younger leaders took her place. Leaders who taught children that difference should be celebrated, not feared. Amara never went back to Kogbedu. She didn't need to. She had found something better than acceptance from people who once rejected her. She had found herself, and that was worth more than all the hair in the world.